Guys, it's time to go to bed.
You might be wondering,
Why is he talking about bedtime? It's only 8:30. But I have a good reason for this. As we all know, going to bed early is better for our health. There are so many benefits that people get from sleeping at an earlier time. I wanted to talk about those in this video. Let's get into it. If you're new here, welcome. Here we discuss tips and tricks to help level up your life. So, if you like videos like that, consider subscribing. The first benefit of going to bed early is that you can wake up early with more energy. Now, a lot of us want to wake up early, but we do not have the energy to do so. If you're one of those people, then I feel sorry for you because you're missing out on so much during the morning hours. The best way to fix this problem is by getting more sleep, and what better way than going to bed earlier? For example, if you go to bed at 10 o'clock, you should easily be able to wake up at 6 or 7. And during these morning hours, there are so many things that you can accomplish. For example, I started my YouTube channel and my business during the morning hours.
In fact, I'm editing this video right now at 9 in the morning.
It's so peaceful outside. No one is making noise. All the animals are asleep, and you can just focus on the task at hand. And after accomplishing a lot in the morning, you can enjoy the rest of your day knowing that you already did so much. That's the biggest advantage of waking up early, which you can take advantage of by going to bed earlier. Next, if you go to bed early, you can avoid insomnia.
a big problem that a lot of us face today is insomnia.
This makes it very difficult to fall asleep, even though you might be tired. One thing that causes insomnia is stress.
Life can be very stressful sometimes, and when you have too much stress, it becomes difficult to sleep.
Going to bed earlier can help you eliminate insomnia. Because if you're going to bed earlier, you have less time to think and dwell on problems that you have. In other words, less time to stress.
When I go to bed, I make sure that I don't bring any work with me.
My bed is my relaxing zone, and I only use it for relaxing purposes. If you guys want some more tips on how to fall asleep faster, I made a whole video about that. Another benefit of going to bed early is that you will improve your mood. When you don't sleep enough, your body produces a stress hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is known to ruin your mood, cause irritability, and make you more susceptible to depression. Make sure to go to bed earlier so that you can avoid this extra stress hormone production. Also, when you get more sleep, your body releases endorphins, which are known to improve your mood. With all that being said, it's no wonder why people recommend getting more sleep if you're depressed. Next, going to bed early can help you lose weight. There was a study conducted on mice that shows that lack of sleep increases fat in mice. On top of that, lack of sleep also affects the hormones leptin and ghrelin, which regulate hunger and fullness. I suggest you go to bed earlier if you're really trying to lose weight, because studies show that people who sleep at earlier times are less likely to be obese. Next, going to bed early can reduce your risk of heart disease. There was a study done on over 4,000 adults that showed that people who slept less than 6 hours a night were more likely to suffer from cardiovascular disease. Also, another study done on over 22,000 people showed that people who slept less than 6 hours a night had higher blood pressure. If you want to live a longer and healthier life, I recommend that you start going to bed earlier. Next, going to bed earlier can help you concentrate better. Like I said earlier, when you don't sleep enough, your body releases more stress hormones. Stress hormones make it difficult for you to focus because all they do is distract you. Think of it like this. Imagine you're trying to read a book, but every single time you try to read, someone keeps on distracting you. Of course! You would not be able to concentrate while reading. Same thing happens with the stress hormones inside your body. They distract you when you're trying to read or do some work. And that is why people who do not get enough sleep are more likely to perform poorly on cognitive tasks.
Next, if you go to bed earlier, you will age slower. Okay, so here's what happens.
When you don't sleep enough, your body releases more stress hormones, and those stress hormones damage the cells in your body. These cells then cannot replicate, which leads to aging.
Scientists also say that stress hormones break down your immune system, which also causes you to age faster.
Get more sleep to avoid all this. Next, going to bed earlier can help you fight off infections.
Now, I don't want to scare you, but there are actually pathogens that attack you when you don't sleep enough.
For example, studies show that people who did unsleep
were more likely to develop cold sores compared to those who slept well.
Lack of sleep also makes you more susceptible to bacterial infections, viral infections, fungal infections, and even parasites. Next, if you go to bed earlier, you will be more productive. Productivity is becoming a huge problem today. A lot of us are lazy, and that's why we don't get anything done.
But when you go to bed earlier, you get more sleep.
Getting more sleep gives you more energy, which of course improves your productivity. Also, going to bed earlier means that you can wake up earlier. Waking up early gives you more time to accomplish things, which also improves your productivity. And finally, going to bed earlier allows you to reduce distractions, because most of the things that distract you are happening during the day. Going to bed early puts you in a different environment where there are less distractions.
Now, I want you to understand something.
Just because I listed out all these benefits doesn't mean you need to go to bed super early. For example, if you're used to going to bed at 12 a.m., just try to move that back an hour. Go to bed at 11 p.m. for a week.
After a week, see how you feel and how your life has improved.
Then try to go back an hour again. Do this slowly so that it doesn't feel like a chore. Also, I want you to set up a bedtime routine. Having a bedtime routine is important because it tells your mind that it has time to go to bed.
For example, one of the first things I do when I am getting ready for bed is turn off all the lights in the room and just sleep.
You can watch a movie or read a book before turning off the lights. Also, you can take a warm bath. Drinking some warm milk is also a good idea. All of these activities can help you relax and prepare your body for sleep. And finally, you want to make sure you use your bed for sleeping purposes only. Don't do any work in your bed. Don't eat in your bed. Only use the bed for sleeping. If you use your bed for other things, your mind will associate other activities with the bed, which makes it harder to fall asleep. So with all that being said, remember that starting small is key. If you're someone who goes to bed at 3 a.m.,
Do you want to try to go to bed at 10 p.m. because you're not going to be able to do that consistently? Instead, try going to bed at 1 a.m. for a week.
then try to go to bed 12 a.m. for a week. Keep doing this until you reach 10 o'clock. Going to bed that early might seem impossible now, but once you get used to it, you will realize how much more productive you can be. Now, I want you guys to leave in the comments section down below what time you usually go to bed. Also, if you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time, your friends from Tiny Toons 901. Bye!